Mary Kay Ash was a mentor, an inspiration, and a friend. A leader who taught so many to set high goals to which they could ascend. Casual observers would say that her drive focused on products, recruiting, and sales. But the energy that drove her dream was not merely about marketing details. She had a mission to lift women's dreams and achievements in their lives, and her plan included vitalizing men, especially through their wives. Her faith drove her each day to ensure her heart and mind were grounded, and based on biblical truths it was that her company she founded. She assembled a set of values and principles and a product with which to run, then surrounded herself with high-vision workers led by Richard, her very own son. Each time she spoke, she poured out a powerful, insightful fuel to inspire us to work our plan while practicing the golden rule. When she spoke, we listened intently to her every thoughtful word, including the priorities she taught of God first, family second, and career third. From her invocations to her candlelight close, you knew that God was her inner source, the author and wellspring of her daily efforts, with the purpose of passing on to us to endorse. At a time when men far out-earned women, she wasted no time challenging the male authority. Instead, she devised an earning plan for women, with man-sized pay as her priority. She stimulated our minds by using poems and jokes and vivid stories for us to work with faith, to inspire others, and to sell our inventories. When she spoke to us in her sweet yet firm Texas voice, it was clear to her audience that encouraging others was her motivation of choice. She taught us how to set a goal real high to reach for more, then step on out of our comfort zone and do what we had never done before. She compared our abilities to a bumblebee with large body and fragile wings which should not fly. Yet not knowing this, the bee flies anyway because it's willing to try. She promoted special gifts of ribbons, elegant jewelry, and plaques. And for team building, she awarded a variety of cars and the iconic pink Cadillacs. She sent top directors and nationals on all expense-paid trips to beautiful, well-known places and exotic ports on upscale ships. Her entries on stage were joyful events after much audience anticipation, and even surrounded by singers and dancers, she was the singular sensation. We were eager to see how she entered the stage, her theme and magnificent dress, but most of all, her voice and words. She would speak with such loving finesse. She greeted queens and runners-up on stage, always smiling so joyously, awarding prizes, furs, and diamonds that were fit for elegant royalty. And as each winner enjoyed with her on stage their very own special minute, they walked away uplifted and renewed, feeling their future held no limit. If you had a few minutes alone with her, sitting with her side by side, you came to know that this woman, a celebrity, was a down-to-earth lady with whom you could confide. She taught us how to take notes in class for a long-term chance to think, that our memories would not last as long as the faintest notations in ink. She taught that everyone wears around their neck a large invisible sign, that to make them feel important should be part of our leadership design. She instructed us the people principle of how to lift others instead of lean, how to praise our people to success and never to demean. She promised us that if enough people we would reach out to touch and bless, we too could climb to the top of that lofty ladder of success. She trained us how to paint a vision that others could conceive, then give them the passion to get it done, and then help them to believe. She taught us by example how to work our own career on a roadmap to a successful future on which we could confidently steer. Even when the stroke took her voice and she could no longer speak, she still conveyed her love to us with her eyes or by touching our hand or cheek. And when we sought an answer to a challenge that was new, we'd ask ourselves the question, what is it Mary Kay would do? In tens of thousands of people, Mary Kay planted positive, uplifting seeds, a global spreading mission that this troubled world really needs. She gave each person who listened closely the power so they could see themselves as leaders and how they could become all that they could be. She introduced us to positive friends, the type who keep on giving, and an enriching way to observe the world, and a positive way of living. Those leaders who followed in Mary Kay's example and her heart in this endeavor found their lives have changed and for the good, transformed in them forever. Everyone who knew her can confidently say today that the world is a better place for the life and work of Mary Kay.